Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday morning to you. Welcome, welcome. We're very happy to have you. And of course, our wonderful chat people. Everybody, happy Sunday morning to you. Welcome, welcome. We're very happy to have you. And of course, our wonderful. Well, you got it twice right here. Okay. Forgot to turn off my YouTube. Anyway, hello. I'm so happy to be back with you, Jean. I was welcoming Terry last weekend and sharing with her how wonderful it is that we get to have the both of you and that you also get some of your Sundays off and to do the things that you love doing. But I'm glad to have you back. Thank you.
Thank you. And you and Terry were terrific together last week. That was really, really enjoyable.
It was. It was. I feel like Thayer did a clearing for our show on Thursday nights, and I think it bounced into all these other shows because I really felt I'm feeling more and more energy with my guests and we're having and my friends actually, because that's what you are. But it seems like we're doing that old psychic bounce, and that's wonderful. So yeah,
That's lots of fun.
it is lots of fun. So we have some information to share with you this morning. Jean did a meditation. She wants to talk a little bit about that, which I think you'll be fascinated with. I also pulled a card, which I'll read later after she's done. And we'll go from there.
I was in a meditation this morning, and the message that I received was I saw a little boy blue, and he was blowing his horn. And it was a very simplistic horn, and he was blowing his horn. And what the message with that was that we are now being called to call on our angels, to ask them to come in and to assist us. You know, angels are always here to assist us, and they will not interfere without us asking. They're asking all of us light workers, all of us metaphysical doers, seers, feelers, to call in our angels, and that now is the time. And that they also asked that it for us to ground, and not to ground because it's good for us. It's grounding because they need us to ground. They need us to receive these energies and to ground these energies so that the light that we are contained with, it spreads around to everybody in our vicinity, in our community. And now is the time. There's a little bit of a contentious time coming up with this eclipse season, and they're just asking us to, this is what we're being called to do. They're reminding a lot of us to call on our angels, to ground ourselves, and to spread that light. Oh, and the other thing was, Allie, that they also said to do what makes you happy, do the things that make you happy. And
Mhm.
I was like, well, that's wonderful. And they're saying, no, not because we want you to be happy, is because we need you to be happy. We need you to raise the vibration and spread this higher vibration around. Everybody's being pressed down, burdened, and being pushed down. And now is the time that we need to do what makes us happy so that we can raise the frequency and share it, also ground us, and also call in our angels. This is all very important. And there is an urgency. There's not a fear around it. It's just an urgency that they need our
Mhm.
help. And this is what we're all here on earth to do, is to assist in this manner.
Beautiful. I love that. It sounds really funny because there is a type of yoga you can do. It's laughter yoga, and it seems forced and silly. But after you get going with it, especially if you're doing it with more than one person, you really are laughing because it's funny to hear people try to laugh or laughing in general. Yesterday, my family came to visit. We celebrated our birthdays like a month late, and it was great. It was because time's irrelevant. And I just had the best time. And what did we do? We laughed, and everything was fun and funny. And so my energy level boosted from that. And I can understand why the angels really want us to stay with that higher vibration, because there's so much of this stuff going on down here. And we really need to lift those vibrations instead so that we don't have these contentious issues. So, yeah, wow. At the same time, after Jean was telling me before we came on, what her vision was about, I pulled up the Angel of Clearing. And there's a couple of things I want to mention about this. You'll notice around the angel, there's a lot of purple. And I'm going to talk about the violet flame in just a moment. But this is the angel of clearing. And we need to clear ourselves and lift our vibrations so that we can help other people. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. Wow. With the eclipse energies and also the way that everything has been going down, lots of issues around the planet. We're going to, it's going to break at some point, and we're going to be able to clear it. The violet flame, on my Friday show with Nancy Jean and the girls, she told me about actually, it's a meditation, but it's more of a speaking affirmation about bringing in the violet flame to cleanse all of us and cleanse our homes and so forth. She has it on her website at crystaldirections.com. And I'm going to post it, I think, later on today in my community page. So if anybody wants to see it, it will be there for you as well. So try it, say it out loud. It's more powerful when it's spoken. So there you go.
And we all can do our part. This is, yes, we're being called upon to be of assistance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Lauren said it's a precious request. She'll be mindful of all the help our angels and guides are asking for. Yeah, they help us all the time. Let's help them. That's awesome. That's really awesome. So before we get going with the questions, I just want to say good morning, Kiba, Craig, Elise, Earth Angel, Ginny, Anastasia, I got your question, Lauren Hunsinger, Melinda, Lady Silver, Sherry, Diana, listening while driving. Okay, good. Don't type into your phone. We'll believe that you're listening. All right, good. Safe travels. Safe travels. Hi, Jenny. And hello, Watcher. And I saw somebody here, Squadio. Hello, MJ. And Ward Vanderplas from over on Facebook. Welcome to you. You can't see all the questions, Ward, because Facebook has a separate venue over there, but if you type a question in, you want it answered, I'll be able to see it. So just so you know, let's see, Linda Kelser, hello. Oh, really? I got to put this up. Did I say Lisa Foster? Hi, Lisa Foster. Hi, Ron. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, it wasn't intentional. 3 times this week, the sky around my home was violet. 2 were evenings and 1 in the morning. It touched my heart. Happy to hear others are being drawn to the violet flame. Yes. Wow. The violet flame, just as a small introduction, resonates with the Archangel Zadkiel, who is there for us to help us and also for forgiveness, and the violet flame of Saint Germain, who is an ascended master. They work together, and those help us bring up our vibration and protect and cleanse. There he is. There's Saint Germain in the violet flame. Yeah.
He's been calling on me for several weeks. So
okay. That's it then, Jean. It's the violet flame he wants you to know about. Wow.
I'm going to go awesome. Get that mantra and incorporate it. Yes. And it's not forever. It's through this eclipse season is what I was getting.
Right. Mm-hmm. Or anytime that you're feeling this particular mantra is anytime you're feeling that the energy is stuck and you want to push out that bad energy, cleanse and take care of that bad energy. Hi, Bonnie Royster. It's good to see you too. All right. And we got, hi, Lori Paradise. Hi, girlfriend. Yes, Lise, I got your question. Lady Soul said to watch SunPsychic Jean and her collaboration with each other. They're great. When was that? Is it today or?
I'm not sure which one.
Oh, okay.
And her Lady Soul and I were, Craig is saying, for Lady yes. Soul and I. Yeah, we did a show a couple weeks back, and we're going to do a show again coming up in November. I think it was the first weekend in October. Yeah.
Okay, because she was telling me you guys really bounced off each other very well. And of course, I had her on, I think, last week, and I always enjoy working with her. She's working less with cards and more with her intuition, and she's really had a lot of hits. So yes, Lady Sol is really, really a wonderful gal with a brand new channel. And yeah, give her some love as well.
They need
High
all of
vibe,
us.
absolutely. High vibe in 888. Ooh wee, that's beautiful. First time here. All right. Very good. Do you want? Well, I'm going to click this because unless you have one that you want to give high vibe in an 88, we will ask for a message for the collective before we finish. Yeah, very good.
So
Oh,
High
here it
Vibe
is.
and 888
Yeah.
was just on with Dr. Gale.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Hmm.
Awesome.
She has
So
a
you're getting to
very
know the
interesting.
community, huh? Yeah.
Hmm.
Lisa Foster, I got your question. Linda Kelser was inspired to call on the violet flame. See, we're all being called to, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. See, it does do this. It threads itself through the community in one way or the other, where you feel it, or it's coming to you, or you hear it, or you understand working with it. Wow.
It is
Thanks.
no accident if you're watching this show or if you're part of this community and you're watching it later. There's no accident that you're all here right now and that we're all experiencing similar things. Just because your face is not on YouTube doesn't mean you have a very important role to play here. And they need all of us, and all of us here are light workers. And
Hmm. Hmm.
it's just so magnificent. All of our energies, all of our high
Right.
vibrational love light energies are all we draw on each other so that we can raise all of our vibrations and then spread this out to our community.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, that's awesome. Intuitive Mona, I'll check it out, Mona. Thank you very much, dear. Warrior Girl, it's good to see you. And I see May Trade Joshi here. Yeah, there are no mistakes. You find who you need, your community, when you're open to doing so, and when you're elevated enough in order for that to happen. I was up late reading last night David Hawkins, who works with energy. Well, he's passed. He's written lots of books. And he talks about the calibrations of energy in different groups, and how we want to keep calibrating to the higher and higher levels. And I think that's very important for those of us who have a channel. Definitely, we have to walk in integrity. We have to focus with intention, and we only want to bring the very best to everybody. And also in the chat, and I notice that all the time, I see great vibration and great kudos and kindness. And which reminds me, please send some kudos and kindness and loving energies to Kelly Dozen Cats for Me. She had to cancel some of her shows. I'll be on tomorrow with Cartomancy on Circle of Friends, but Kelly's not feeling well. She's got the head cold thing and inner chest and everything. And her husband, Mark, has had this for a while. So please send her lots of love and light. And
And
of course,
speedy recovery.
definitely, we need her back. We love her energy. Yes, a speedy recovery. And much love and light is sent to Nancy Pelosi and her family, and certainly to Paul for speedy healing, and and a deceleration of all this negativity. Bring it up. Bring
Low
up your vibe.
vibrational. Yeah.
Yep, and
Yeah.
vibe will be
So
brought up.
Allie, I
Oh,
actually have David Hawkins the chart right here. Do you mind if I
oh
share my screen?
no, not at all. Can you do it? Yeah.
It's in here in the bottom. Can you add me? Can you add
I
it?
can. Yeah. Ooh,
There it
that's
is.
awesome, Jean.
I
Good.
don't know if I can make it any bigger, but you can see here that enlightenment is at the top, and it gives you the associated emotional state and the view
Mhm.
of life. And you see down here is the lowest vibration would be the emotion of shame, and it has an
Mhm.
energetic frequency of 20. And
Yeah.
humiliation is the emotional state, and miserable is the view on life. Whereas where we want to stay is right up here in the acceptance, reason, love. Love is a frequency of 500. It has an
Mhm.
emotional state of reverence when you feel reverence, and the view of life is benign. Joy, 540, is serenity, and the view of life is complete. How beautiful. And peace. And look, enlightenment is the top. Wow. You think you know this, but I learn something new every time I look at this chart. And it's very
Mhm.
interesting to see when we feel fear, when we feel anger. You would think that anger is lower than fear, but actually, fear is lower. Guilt is lower. And guilt is something that we do to ourselves,
Oh, yeah,
right?
we do. Yeah, we
But
do.
this is available on the internet, and it's David R. Hawkins. And I know that, Allie, you refer to it quite often, so I thought I'd take the opportunity.
It's amazing. It sounds crazy. You don't have to understand the whole way he does his calibrations, but it does make sense. My husband actually does it too when he's doing energy stuff in the body when he's checking a new patient, and he has them hold their, he says, "Okay, now hold on as hard as you can," and he pushes, "Okay, something, whatever," and it just flops down. It's amazing the energy that we carry in the body, and yeah, we can go from, let's say, acceptance and reason, and then something can happen and drop us down into guilt and shame. So we want to keep it up, and that forgiveness is the most important thing, and the intention. So, oh, thank you for sharing that, Jean. I can't recommend David Hawkins enough. I picked up the book that is a lot of what he had to say in all of his books condensed into some paragraphs. And I'm feeling the energy of wanting to share some of those. So, David R. Hawkins, my husband found him back in 2003, I believe, read all his books, and they're just fabulous. So, thanks, Jean. I'm glad you had that. Just happened to be sitting there with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do refer to it. And it's a good explanation of frequency and energy for us to understand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, his stuff can be seen on the internet. And of course, you can get Kindle or whatever if you're interested in reading more about it, but it's fascinating stuff. Larica, welcome, welcome, girlfriend. How's the weather over in Sweden? Wowee. Hazel, okay. Matri, thank you very much. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Alyssa. Wow, we got a full house. I'm loving it. Earth Angel. We don't mind full houses. Um, Anastasia has the first question, which I'll go back to, but this is a good point to bring up. I feel like anger is stopping me from fully accessing my psychic abilities and the development of other skills that I'm not interested in learning. An Aries sun. Oh, there's some of that stubbornness right there. You're my polar opposite, Anastasia. Wow.
And
Comments,
just
Jean?
just looking at that chart, we know that anger pulls our frequency down. And in order for us to
Right.
do our psychic work, you know, and our work with our spirit guides, that requires a higher frequency. And that's what I love about that chart as well, is it shows you
Mm-hmm.
frequency and the values of frequency.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, if you're in that anger, it's very difficult unless
And
you release that anger to come back up and do your work.
I find myself in the same situation, Anastasia, especially when I'm driving. That's when my anger doesn't really like me very much. But they want us to be angry with some things, meaning the powers that be, because anger keeps you in fear, and fear allows manipulation. So just keep that in mind. Every time you start getting angry, you might want to release that anger. As Juno would say, grab your thumb, and she does the jin shin jitsu, and she just says this is where we need to be pushing our energies. Just work with our thumbs. So thank you, Juno, for all you do. I know you're not here, but you might listen later. All right, so Anastasia's first with a general reading, please.
Absolutely.
Opal girl.
So I feel as though what they're showing me is that you may be trying to think of a delicate, tactful way of presenting this. You may be overthinking your situation just a bit, and maybe sort of focusing on maybe something that you feel you may not be living up to. And instead of focusing on something that you feel as though is a shortcoming, or a difficulty that you're having, what they want you to do is focus on somebody else, something else, and help somebody else. Give somebody else advice. Help go to the pet shelter and help feed the pets. Go and help somebody mow their lawn. Go and talk to somebody and see if there's anything you can do for them. Focus yourself outside, and this is the way you're being of service, which will then fill in that sort of that thing that you feel as though you're judging yourself about. It's not. It's a process to give yourself a break. It's a way of developing and building your character, and it's not anything that they want you to focus on, because it's nice that you are have an awareness of this, but they don't want you to keep focusing and obsessing on it and kind of like beating yourself up. I see you beating yourself up. They want you to direct that attention out to somebody else and be of service.
Wow. That's awesome.
I hope
All
that was
right.
gentle.
Yeah. I get the disco ball, which is a riot because, that's so old school, but it's exploring your freedom and the nightlife and fun times. Take time to have some fun, whatever fun is for you, because again, as the angels have reminded Jean, it lifts our vibration in order, as long as we're not hurting anybody, we're just having good, clean fun or whatever, we're bringing our vibration up. And if that's dancing or singing or whatever it is, the disco ball shows. I get the trident. Make sure you control your emotions. And that's what you just said about your anger. So try, and Valerie said it. Valerie's our astrologer that's in the chat, and Diana is, but she's driving, so she can't help us. But work with the opposite, which is Libra. Work with Libra energy to balance out your Aries rising, or your Aries sign. And the last one I get is, right now you have blocks and barriers, but you already knew that because you did mention it, that you have blocks and barriers to your spiritual growth because of your anger. But they're trying to get you to be angry. The world is, people, whatever, they because then they control you. So, hi everybody. I love, we got 14 questions in the chat or so, and I would love to be able to get to everybody, but I don't know that we'll be able to. And please, please, please don't be offended. It isn't you. It's just that there's so many questions. And I also have a show later on with the Crones at noon. Yeah, I'm going to be on the Crone Zone. I love it. And Priscilla just had her big birthday, and so I'm really happy. Oh, you're a Libra moon, Anastasia? Well, there you go, girlfriend. All right. All right. Anastasia said, I was thinking of, that's all right. Anastasia says she was thinking about helping out at the pet shelter. Do it.
Wow.
Yeah. You know why? Unconditional love in there. Absolutely. It will surround you. Yeah. It'd be wonderful. Thanks for the question, Anastasia. Next one's from Watcher. Hi, Watcher. It's good to see you.
Hello, hello.
And I still love that. Stay home. Stay home. Yeah. Stay home.
It's a beautiful,
wash hands.
beautiful photo as well.
It is. So pleasing.
So right away, they're telling me that you already know that you're being called on, that you are part of the light worker community, and that you have psychic connections. Not that that's a requirement for a light worker community. It's just the awareness and the perspective. And you're feeling to be called upon as well. Was she the one who said about the violet flame? I don't want to. I don't actually recall who it was, but
I don't recall who it was. If it was you, let us know. Yeah. Yeah.
But this is what they're just bringing to my attention. So let me go in a little deeper to her energy there. Yeah, I feel as though, Watcher, that you feel as though that there's something you should be doing. There's something you need to be doing. You feel as though you're feeling the call. I think you're feeling the call. You're kind of like, I wish I could be doing something. What is it that I can do? You want to be of service. You want to be productive and can contribute to the light. And we all have our lives, we all have our family, we all have our jobs and other commitments. And with this um, additional request, it's intention and energy. Um, yeah, we should have like one big kumbaya, right? That's what we need. Hmm. Hmm.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much what I'm getting, Walter. I'm sorry, they're really interrupting my reading.
So Thursday, she said that she saw her deceased neighbor when she went out to get the mail, and the wife was coming, I guess, to get them or outside, and said that she was just recently diagnosed with cancer. So that's pretty telling because she had a vision of the husband and coming to be with the wife really while she's going through her time. So that's really awesome. Yeah, yeah. Well, already diagnosed, but she just before she told me. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. All right, let me
Wow.
see. I was going to pull a card for you here, but I'm not. All right, I'm going to pull an angel card. Sorry. They just. Hi, Elizabeth Williams. Welcome.
Sure. Sure.
Mhm.
And Watcher, there's a lot of us that the veil is thinning, and the worlds are becoming closer. Like our energy is rising, and the spirit world is coming in closer. So that these happenings, these instances, these metaphysical experiences are happening more and more to a lot of
Mhm.
us. And I
Absolutely.
think you are also raising your vibration, which
Yep.
helps.
It does. And I get here the angel of emergence is working with you, which is that it is the time for the real you to emerge. And that's just exactly what Jean said. The real you, that your energy is emerging and you are able to access it. And look at all the butterflies. They just came out of the chrysalis. So that's you, girl. Thank you very much, Watcher. I want to just post this because Ward wrote this and I liked it. When you speak to people, speak from your heart with thoughts that come forward with openness. People who see your heart and receive your soul will come forward with openness and receive the truth. With the truth, you can grow and will keep growing like a flower with many colors. That's beautiful, Ward. Thank you so much.
It's
We
really
love
nice.
that. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's awesome. Yeah. All right. So, um, yeah, thank you all. Thank you. All right. So, Melinda Salinas, may I have a message from my spirit guides for your birthday coming up this month? Happy birthday to you, whenever that might be.
Happy birthday, Melinda Salinas. Thank you very much
Uh-huh.
for your question. Let's
Yeah.
get a message from her spirit guides. They're showing me Joan of Arc. They're showing
Ooh.
me like a warrior protector. You are going to be, or you are currently in a protector mode, and you have responsibility of others that you're expressing your ability to be the protector. Um, and your willingness, you don't even give it a second thought. It's almost like if you see a tree falling on a car or something, you feel this sense that you can, as the protector, to run over and stop that tree from falling. And this is the energy, this is the, you almost feel like an urgency, or a an ability, or a just some sort of upliftment to act, and you feel this sort of energy within you. Um,
Very nice.
Let me get it around your birthday. Your birthday will be um, another opening, another portal for you, another expansion to your awareness, to your spiritual
Ooh.
awakening. And it comes with wisdom because of your turning another year, this age. This wisdom comes in layers and opens up your awareness, your maternal wisdom, and your divine feminine wisdom as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, you around your birth time for everybody. I believe it's the most powerful time of the year for you. And it sets the mood for the year ahead because you're celebrating you lived this many years, but you're also celebrating that you're moving into the next year or whatever it is. So I want to say hello to Terry Suzuki and I want to say hello to Willow. Thank you so much. And if you didn't get a chance to see Pierrette on my show a couple of days ago, check her out. She's amazing. She blew my mind. All right. Um, I get attraction. You're attracting a lot more to you right now, just like the hummingbird or the bird going in to feed off the beautiful flower. But I pulled up what Jean had just said, which is mother energy. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, beautiful. So you're pregnant with possibility at this period of time. You also should honor your mother for bringing you into the world, whether she's alive or deceased. You can still honor the beautiful woman she was. But this also represents the feminine and the divine feminine energy. And look at this. Crystal vision is on its way to you. And if you think about, being able to see, it might not be that. You might be clairaudient, you might be clairsentient, you might be whatever, but you're getting there. I don't know if you're a crystal person, but if you aren't, and I just noticed Lise said she went to the crystal store and said this could be dangerous to her bank account, but it's always fun to go. And they call to you. The ones that want you, they tend to be a little expensive, but sometimes you can find the cheaper one that's a little bit smaller. And yeah, there you go. Yeah. Wow. Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right. So that was awesome, Jean. I like that when that happens. And here's Lise.
Hi, Lise. Message from her guides.
They were with you in the store, I think, Lise. Oh.
They're suggesting that you leave space for development and for allowance. I see what they're telling me, or what I'm sensing is that you're trying, and you're almost like you need to allow that space for the development, for the absorption, for the allowance, and then take another step or take another class or do something else, and then step back and contemplate and assimilate and let it marinate within yourself. So they're just asking you to remember to pause in between the action.
That goes along with what I've got for my second card. So, but I pulled up the heart first, which is focus on love. Your heart is calling to you. Your emotions are calling to you, and you need to stay heart-centered. But again, I get the disco ball, and this doesn't happen very often for me, but it's remember to have some fun. Remember to have some fun. And that's still okay. You don't have to be spiritual 24/7. Not that you have to be a demon either, but you can also have some fun and work with that. But you're working toward it, and look at this. Your dreams are going to be fulfilled because the stars are there. It's in the stars for you, Lise. So just take your time, keep working your work, have a little fun once in a while, and that's for everybody.
Pace yourself, pretty much, right? Yeah.
Yes. Hypnicity was asking about rock stores in the Seattle area. There's one in Bellevue. There's another. Yes, it is, Terry. The disco ball is swinging today. There's one in Tacoma, and but if you put it into Google, you'll find them. I've had really good luck, but I also feel that I've ordered some of my best stones from Etsy, honestly, and other dealers like SageGoddess.com. And I know sometimes people that are just getting into it want to feel them, touch them, and get that energy. After a while, though, the ones that want you will find their way to you. Just so you know. Okay. All righty then. There we go. We're going to the next one. Thanks, Lise. We got high vibing And I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. And you do, I'm sorry, that was the first one I saved. And you have a question down here. I'm going to get to it. Sorry.
All
Or
right, take
maybe
your time. She was
I
just
don't,
on with Dr. Gail sharing her ET experience story. So everybody go over and check it out. Yeah, it was very, very
absolutely.
compelling. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you. I was 10 years old when I saw my first UFO, and I haven't actually seen any more since, although I've felt them around. But yeah, I'm very attuned to that. Went right up over my head as it, and down, and I was with my friends. So 10 years old, that's a little young, but there are people that have seen them earlier than that.
Yeah,
So
and you never
yeah,
forget it. It's just like
you
it
don't
happened
forget it.
yesterday. Yeah,
No, I
you
mean
know,
I can't remember much else about being 10, but I
right.
never forgot that. Yeah, yeah, that's
Wow,
awesome. I knew it.
fascinating.
So Bonnie wants to know if her new job or happier work situation is on the way for her.
Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for
Mhm.
asking your question.
Mhm.
Happier work situation. You know what? I'm going to use my pendulum if that's okay, because I like doing that with these.
Okay.
If new job, if the new job is on the way for Bonnie Royster, is Bonnie Royster, is the new job, is there a new job and a happier work situation on the way for Bonnie?
Ooh,
Okay, so it went in a circle and then it went yes, yes, yes. So let me see. Is
okay.
a new job and happier work situation on the way for, or will be here for Bonnie, but before the end of 2022? No. Will a new job, happier work situation be here for Bonnie? Will Bonnie find this and be working in this environment by March of 2023? Said yes. Will the new happier work situation be Bonnie be working in this happier work situation by February 2023? Wow, says yes. And it was going a little bit and around, so I think February is it, because now look how strong. Look at it. Look
Hmm.
at it move.
Hmm.
But
Yep.
it struggled there for a little. So maybe it was in the beginning of February, but
Maybe.
I would look for February, Bonnie. All the
Well, I
best to
kind of
you.
get, I kind of get the same type of deal, but I get, first of all, you need to balance out your life a little bit more. You want to, and you're considering pros and cons because you need some stability. So it might be that it doesn't happen until that time because of that. You need to think about what your priorities are and where you're going. Make sure you set your criteria and ask as though you have it, that is for the highest good of all concerned. That's very important. You can always ask for a job, but you cannot always ask for the right job or manifest the right job. Take a look at some of the law of attraction. Esther says, don't use the word not, like, I don't want this to happen. Don't go there. Just stay positive. But look, I get the snowflake and it says winter season, basically. So I agree with Jean that it will probably be in winter, which is February is winter. So, and you are a snowflake, which isn't supposed to be something bad. It means you're unique and you'll find your unique place. And look at this, the magic lamps available to you. Your wishes will be fulfilled and your hope, and you will, yeah, you're going to manifest what you want. But make sure, Bonnie, that you do it in the correct way, that you send it out, let it go. Just let it go. If it comes earlier than February, let's say, it's because you've done the work as well. And, this is a reading for entertainment purposes only, but this is a reading for just the energies of today. Things can change. So good luck. I hope you find what you like.
All the
Thank
best to
you.
you, Bonnie. And
Yeah,
I can definitely see somebody respecting and being appreciative of your unique skill set, of the skills that you can bring, and they respect you. It's the respect that
it is the
you're
respect.
that I think will
Yep,
make a big difference for you. And I see
absolutely.
somebody that needs somebody like you who's reliable and trustworthy. And if anybody else out there knows of a job that's opening that they need somebody, contact Bonnie. Right? I can feel you want to do a good job. You want to be honorable
Uh-huh.
in your work, but you just need somebody to respect
But
that.
you also have to love what you're doing because if you don't, then your mindset in the morning is, oh, I got to go back to do this. You don't want to be there. You want to be a little bit excited, even though sometimes we don't want to go to work. But, yeah.
All the best, Bonnie.
All the best, Bonnie is right. Next, we have our dear Lisa Foster, who has so many beautiful kitty cats and fall pictures she shares with us. Makes me happy. Hi, Kate. It's good to see you. The deck that I pulled is, Lisa, is the Golden Insights Oracle, and it can be found on Etsy. Golden Insights Oracle. All right. Let's see what else. Pierrette, you were in your early teens when one came in front of her. Oh, you too. The neighbor told my sister she was there and saw it. So you, Pierrette, saw a UFO as well. Wow. Probably was the one that I saw because we didn't live that far from each other. All right.
I'm not sure. Lisa is asking about if her website will ever get back to the top of page.
Oh. So Google or whatever, when they list, yeah, it's
Okay.
how many they put some at the top. Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't.
No worries. Hi, Joseph Grimm from Panama City. I lived in Panama City way back when, in the 90s.
So I'm starting my. Let me see. Will Lisa's website get back to the top? Will Lisa's website get back to the top of the search engines?
Google search engine, yeah.
It's going in a circle. So what I was hearing even before I started the pendulum, Lisa, is that you may need to readjust your appearance or approach or wording, or, there's like that, the top 10 words, or, change something around. Instead of having cat be the first word, having loving or something, just change something around, change the photo, change the wording, change the description. So don't change your business, change the presentation, or just change it up. And that's what I feel is a good way to mix up the energy. I feel as though it may be,
Yeah. Go there and check it out. Flood it. If you just go there, everybody. Yeah, that's how you can help. Lisa's pet sitting service. Check it out. Look through the pages. That brings her visits up, and that should help her out. We're happy to do that. I think you have a very admirable business, and a lot of people need that. And I would leave my pets with you. You can fly here and take care of them. How about that?
Your website can always be Lisa's pet sitting service, but you could say loving, tender care, pet care, or something like just change that first line around. But yeah. Is that the website? Is that the?
Yes, Lisa's pet sitting service. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. I can't make this up. Honest to God, this is the third time we got the disco ball. There's 78 cards in this spread, and we're getting the disco ball 3 times now. Have some fun, Lisa. Don't be so serious. Dance it out. I think it's for everybody because I keep getting it. It's like, okay, everybody, I know how oppressive this energy from the eclipse is, and dance it out. Have some fun. You also have to do some more balance. You are doing the best you can, but weigh some options. And I like that with what Jean said. Weigh the pros and cons of changing some of the wording. Yes. And look, if you take those steps, take action, it's the first step to success for you. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm getting the word experienced. Make sure you have that experienced in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thanks, Lisa. I wish I lived closer. Well, I don't really want to live where you live, but I wish you lived closer. I'll put it that way. All right. So this lady is over here from Facebook, and she wants a message from her daughter, and her name was Hazel.
Sure.
Okay.
Maitri? Is that how you say it?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Maitri. I'm seeing a color of like golden copper flecks, almost like an amber copper, very deep, warm uh, amber copper flecks, very shiny.
Hmm.
I just want to share what I'm getting when she's first. Sometimes they present themselves as a color before they start coming in. It's very beautiful, warm, glowing. Uh, I'm getting the image of a sailboat and specifically the sails on the sailboat.
Hmm.
Just wanted to see if any of this means anything to you. Let me just keep going. It may take another minute. She is reaching out to you with open arms and letting you know that she's right by your side. I see her thrilled that you are requesting a message from her. And she's almost like how, I don't know how old she was when she passed, but like how a toddler would reach their arms up and like to pick me up, like you know that mom, I'm here, like here, just hold on to me. Um,
Hmm.
it's um, I'm not really seeing her as a toddler, but it would be this type of a an offering of I want up, you know, I want to
Mhm.
be in your arms again
Oh.
is what it feels like to me. And she says she is there and she does yearn to hug you and I feel as though you yearn to hug her. And she says that she is there. She is her energy is inside your heart. She
Hmm.
is let me see if I can get anything from her. What is I'm seeing just a little bit of gymnastics. It was a very quick flash that she's showing me gymnastics.
Hmm.
Um,
Let us know if this resonates with you at all,
Heather,
Maitre.
Hazel, is there anything else that you can share with me with your mom? She's caressing your hair and saying, I'm okay, everything's okay. And she just wants to make sure that you're okay. And
Oh,
she's just caressing your hair. I don't know if you feel somebody playing with your hair, but she does like to do this and she does want to comfort you and soothe you.
wow.
I feel as though that may have had some sort of an illness because she is sort of jumping around on the other side and she's showing me that she's able-bodied and she's able to jump around and she's fine and she's whole and she's strong and sort of like very animated and it's very her energy is very very light. It's coming through in little whispers, little whispers, her energy.
Hmm. Wow. Oh, she wants to know. Of course, yes, she is okay wherever she is, dear. Yes, very much so. Yeah.
She is
Um,
with loved ones. She is with other
yes.
loved ones. She is with your ancestors and your family and her family. She is there in the arms of others, and she is very well taken care of, very well supported, and very happy. She is by your side, touching and caressing your hair, and she's jumping around over there as if she's doing gymnastics and letting me know that she is strong and able-bodied. Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Um, I got some. I pulled some cards for you, and the first one I got was, make sure that you speak your truth. Don't hold back. That you need to say what you feel and how you feel, And also speak to her because she is near you and she wants you to talk to her. And when you think of her, she's there. And so make sure that you speak your truth. The next one I get is synchronicity. And this word means that it seems like a coincidence that something happens. Like you get in your car or you turn on the radio and one of the songs that remind you of her comes up. This is very important. Yes. She says you are blocking a little bit of being able to hear her. You kind of put yourself in a box, and it could be society's box that you put yourself in, where people say, oh, when people are dead, they're dead and they can't talk to you. Well, she says that's not true. And she has, I think she's come to you in dreams. Those are visitations, I really believe. And anyway, she sends you the angel of joyfulness. Something wondrous and magical is about to happen. So perhaps be open to it. Look at the violet flame behind the angel's head. It's a moon, but it's violet. Yeah. Be open to receiving messages from her, whether that be in the form of dreams or events that happen that remind you of her, all of those things.
You may think of something that she might say back to you or respond back to you, and you may think that it's your imagination, but trust that. Trust that this is the message. That a lot of the messages when our loved ones speak to us comes through in our own voice, and it comes
Yeah.
through as if it's our own thought, but we didn't
Mhm.
actually create the thought. It just came in. And
We just tend to think that we're crazy because it's our voice we hear in our head. Yeah. Yeah. But yep, you're absolutely right, Gene. I love that. And that's that message is for everybody, honestly, that part of it. Yeah. Thank you, dear. I'm sorry for your loss. I send you lots and lots of love. And I hope that uh, as each day passes, you're able to feel more and more connected to her from the other side. Thank you, dear.
sweet.
Warrior girl, can you find out what positive I love that question. What positive thing is coming? Woo!
All right.
Wonder
I
if
love
will I pull the disco ball? I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my Lord, that's so funny. All right.
Let me see, warrior
What
girl.
positive thing is coming to you?
So the first thing I heard is creativity will bring in the your an energetic you when we are creative. If I'm just gonna, if you've heard me say this before, it's come through before. When we are creative, we are bringing the divine source through us, through our creation. And when we work with our hands are very close to our heart and our soul. And when we work with our hands and create, it's a heart and soul creation, and it's divine source that we're bringing through us. And
Mhm.
and this will generate a hum, a vibration, a frequency of a higher vibration, a sense of satisfaction, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of um, achievement. And this will also raise the vibration and energy around you. And you may be giving these creations to loved ones, friends, neighbors, and maybe even strangers. Maybe you're giving to the homeless, or you're giving to the poor, or you're making something for somebody else around this time of year of Thanksgiving. And this is also something that is very positive and helpful.
Mm, absolutely. Well, warrior girl, you didn't get the disco ball, so I'm pleased with that. But you got the crown. You got the crown, and the crown means power and authority. Looks like you might get some material gain. I don't know what that is. It could be somebody just takes you out to lunch, or it doesn't have to be this. There is $1 billion lottery out there if anybody wants to buy a ticket. Yeah, we could just take that energy and move that into lots and lots of stuff for a lot of people. The next one is the sun, which is clarity and success and happiness. So it's coming, honey. The sun's going to come out soon for you. We're all dealing with some bad energy, and some of us are dealing with double juju problems. I think we just are, because when the bad energy is in the permeates and we bring our vibration down, what do we bring in? Just all that vibration. So try to stay high, because look, ascension is coming. You are getting signs from the angels, and there are angels around you connected to the higher realms, and they know you've had a hard time. And I think that it's coming for you, that this hard time will soon pass, and things will start to get better for you. Take each day as a win, and take each type of abundance, no matter what it is, as a win. Yesterday was beautiful outside here. I took that as a win. That was my win. I could go outside and the sun was out. It was wonderful. So that's going to be
Recognize and celebrate the miracle. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yep. All right. Just so you know, Opal Girl, you're next. Starry Night Seeker. Mahendra Patel is here. Hypnicity, Catherine and Linda. And I can't take any more questions, but some of them are just a message. So let's go with Opal Girl first. I love that. You must be an October baby. Opal. Yeah.
If somebody could do me a small favor, if somebody is soliciting readings to you as a response on Facebook, please block
I just
them.
got rid of it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. I don't mind if you come in, but I don't need solicitations here.
No.
You have your own venue. And so we aren't aligned with that energy. Okay.
No.
Well, she's written it 20 times.
Disruptive. Yeah.
Okay. There you go, Jean.
Nice job. Yay, Opal girl. May I have a reading, please? Absolutely, birthday girl, right? Right around our birthday, Allie?
That's right.
You're having Allie on later on today? Wow.
Can't wait, ladies. Yeah.
So, Opal girl, what they're showing me is that you are receiving a funnel of golden white light, golden source light that you are being called upon to ground into your state. I believe that this land that you're on, you're a steward to the land. You're placed in this vicinity for a particular reason, and that you're going to be receiving these energies and facilitating them and grounding them into this land where you are on earth. I feel as though you have a lot of responsibilities, and you are grateful for the blessings in your life.
Awesome.
And you feel as though sometimes you're like, I'm okay, and then you're like, oh, I'm overwhelmed, and you're like, okay, I'm okay. Oh, like it seems like sometimes it can just kind of get up into a bunch, and then it kind of smooths out, and then you can take it one day at a time, and then one day or 1 week it's like all bunched up, and then the rest of the time. And they're just saying to be kind to yourself, give it some time, and it always does even out. We sometimes get ahead of ourselves and put a lot on our plates, and then other times we can take the that type of that workload on each day, and it's not too much. And then sometimes it just gets into a clog. This is just the energy, and to give yourself a rest, a breath, and wait till that energy passes, and then continue on.
Awesome. I love your hair. You and Priscilla on Crone Zone could be sisters with the purple hair. I think she's got pink hair. Nancy Jean is the one with purple hair. And I have a little bit of pink in my hair. I spray it in, though. So. All right, you get the angel of prayer. Make sure you ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. And you can do that for anything at any time, whenever you feel you need to call in your angels. You don't even have to know their names. Send me the angel that's most appropriate to help me at this time. Would do it. So if you don't worry that there's no wrong. The other thing I'm seeing here is that you are an artist in some way. I don't know if you're a writer or if you sing or if you paint it or if whatever it is. It looks like this particular person, or do you journal, that kind of thing? Anyway, this is fun work. So it's the disco ball in the form of an artist. Have some fun and it will bring you some joy. Look at that. Joy, joy, joy. Beautiful. I don't know where you live, Opal Girl, so, I don't know if you can go outside or not, but it says to if you can. And the last one I got for you was star. You can bring in the powerful celestial energies. And, oh, it is Priscilla.
I was going to let you know when you were done.
I had no idea. Okay. All right, dear. You blew my mind. Okay, so yeah, you are a star. You are, and look at the hair. Oh my God, the hair on the girl in the card. Beautiful,
Wow.
just beautiful. And yeah, you're the star, and you have all that celestial energy that's available to you. All right.
And that sacred geometry that's on that card as well is one of their backgrounds on their show. The sacred
Yes,
geometry in that last card with the pink hair.
yes. Isn't that
Very,
cool?
very connected. Very
Sorry,
connected.
Priscilla. I just it didn't connect
She's
with
like,
me this
you
morning.
have the same hair as Priscilla. I was going to tell you when you were done.
Well, at least I was right. I have to tell you also that a year ago in October, before Pierrette found me, she asked for a picture of her guide. And she drew this picture, and then she got the name of the guide. And she sent it to me then, and I forgot all about it. And she sent it to me after our show because I asked her to. It's me. It
Oh my
looks like
God.
me, and the name was Allie. Only Ali was the name. But yeah, that's phonetic. And so, I mean, I'm not her guide, but I followed through with her, and I, maybe guided her into, I don't know, whatever it is, but I was so impressed. So I'll be putting it up actually on my community page as well, so people can see it. It looks enough like me to be me. So yes.
It is not coincidence that we are all here together and in this community. We were all
Right.
meant to meet up with each other in this lifetime. And she probably had a premonition or a pre-life plan to meet you. And that
Yeah.
this is that's
Yeah.
fascinating. Ask Pierrette if she would mind sharing that or allowing all of us to kind of see her
Yeah.
drawing. And
See the,
if not,
yeah.
I understand.
No, and she even said that that she was going to share it. And she didn't know if it would, be okay with me. It's fine. A lot of things, that's fine with me. Anyway, see you in a little while, Priscilla. Starry Night Seeker, dude, my guides have a message for me today. It's nice to see you, dear.
Okay.
I hope you are well.
They want you to they're showing me that you're carrying some burdens, and they want me to remind you that you can attend to them in a responsible manner. And once you have done everything humanly possible, they want you to hand over the um, uh, result or the outcome to the angels, and not to hang on to whether or not it'll work out or whether or not it'll come through or whether or not it'll be the right thing. It's you are concentrating and putting energy into something that is out of your control. You've done everything humanly possible to put these things in place in order, and now it's up to you to let go and trust and take this outcome and give it to your angels and ask your angels to monitor this outcome and release it so that your energy is not tied into this. And a lot of this worrying back and forth, like, will it come, will it be okay, or won't it be okay? It's almost like eating you alive. It's almost like consuming your every thought and creating a heavier burden. And they just want you to set it down. You've done everything humanly possible, and walk away and trust that your guides will follow through with the most benevolent outcome and for the good of all.
Absolutely.
And this is what you can do.
And I kind of got the same thing. I have here, first of all, the God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict, even if that's in your mind. Okay. So think about that, because it wants you to have faith that it will all work out. And that's kind of what Jean just said. Trust
Wow.
the universe, trust the guides, trust the angels. Absolutely. Gives me the chills, Jean. And then do it with gentleness, or life will be more gentle afterwards for you. Look at that. That's nothing more gentle than a baby fawn. Good luck to you, Marlene. Take care, dear. All
Yeah.
right.
All the best to you, Marlene. And I do see things working out for you, and you need to, it's important for you to release that energy. Because like if you're walking towards a step and you say, I hope I don't fall, I hope I don't fall, I hope I don't fall, you most likely will cause yourself to fall.
You
Same
will.
with a kid. Don't run, you'll fall, and then the kid will
Yeah.
fall,
And then the kid runs
So
and falls.
you
Yep.
you want to just say, I'm fine, I'm well, each and every day. Try and just let go of the situation and focusing on it. You feel as though, sorry, Marlene, but if you feel as though if you stop focusing on it, that you'll lose sight of it, or that you'll lose control over it, but it
Mm-hmm.
won't. You need to trust that they are
Yeah.
handling it,
They're
and it's
handling it.
okay to stop the focus and to look away. It's okay.
It's
Everything will
okay.
be okay.
Yeah. Wow.
And we
That's
all do
fabulous.
this. We all do
We
this
do.
with very
We do. We're
important
guilty of
situations.
it. I had a lot of pain the other night. I've been sitting in a funny position. I started getting some muscle cramping, and my first reaction would be to go, "Oh my God, what's wrong?" And and I was alone, and I just laid flat on the bed, and I just started to do some breathing to calm it all down, and it went right away. So yeah, it's taking that extra step to make sure that you're aligned with calm and loving energy. So, Mahendra Patel, thank you for being here, Mahendra. And his question is he'd like a card if you want to pull one, Jean, or if you want to do a reading, it's up to you.
I can pull a card.
All right. So, I have the God of spiritual healing for you. And this one says, an aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. And I would say that's very, very true of all of us. But look at the way that the God is working with energy around that the woman. But he's got angelic energy there. He's got a lot of heart centered. It might be that you need to work with your own spiritual healing, but in your own body. But it also could be something bigger than that. The angels are there to help you, and you only need to call upon them to come and assist you.
Well, I'm not sure if this is relating to you, but it says, time to make my dreams come true.
Mm, okay.
Time to make my dreams come true. And it is a feminine, but there's been something that you've been dreaming about and creating. There's something that you have been um, putting the order into the universe, so to speak. It's almost like you've been working so hard. When am I going to find a break? When am I going to get a break? When are things going to start flowing for me instead of me, working at them? When is it going to be, eh, and this has been such a contentious 3-4 years now, right? I mean, it's very difficult with business and with family and creation. And you put in the effort, you put in the work, you have everything lined up, and you're just waiting for your dream to come true.
Mm.
Let me just honesty, integrity will come back to you tenfold, is what I hear. It and being in service to others and having integrity and being in true service. Like if you're offering a service, your intention is to provide good service, not to get paid for the service. When you do provide that good service, the payment will automatically come and people will flock to you. So it's your intention. Yeah, that's really good.
So back to those of you who are going to Lisa's website, she doesn't want anybody to make stories up that she's been taking care of there. Mostly I was asking you to go to Google just to check her website out. You don't have to necessarily leave anything on it. Please do that with good intention. She doesn't want anybody who hasn't had her services done to write anything really, except that she loves animals. Okay. So I just needed everybody to know that. I certainly don't want to create more stress for her. She doesn't need the stress. All right, Hypnicity, I'm going to skip over you for a minute and bring in Catherine Johnson because she's over here from Facebook and she'd just like a message. And then we'll talk to Linda Newbold, whose birthday is today. All right. It's great to have you all over here from Facebook. Thank you.
So, Catherine, I'm feeling that you may be new to your spiritual journey in the sense that you're not an experienced practice practitioner, that you are, I've always been interested in the spiritual world and the metaphysical world and the synchronicities and magical types of happenings in this realm, and your interest is really sort of uh, mm, uh, you know coming to light in an urgent or a sudden manner. It's almost like you feel like you can't get enough of this. You can't get enough of listening to past life regression or near death experiences or angel readings or astrology readings. It seems as though you are very much attracted to this type of energy now, and you've always had an interest, but it just seems like it's all coming together all at once, and the energies are increasing, and you are being called upon to develop your spiritual journey. And welcome. This is what I'm getting for you, Catherine.
Yeah. Yep. It started with the synchronicities. It did. And you're just seeing more and more of them. That they're just too much of a coincidence, basically. And now you're realizing that the messages are here, and you're being given wisdom, or you do have the wisdom, and you will begin to share with others because the owl comes up, and he is all about that. So make sure that you realize that you're being given the gift. And it says here that you have a bit of wildness in you, and that's awesome. That means you probably dance under the disco ball without any pressure. So anyway, thank you, Catherine. Thank you
But
also for being here.
can
Yep.
I add one more little thing for Catherine? When you showed that wisdom card, I heard that she had an experience. So I don't know if you've heard a ghost, you saw something move, you heard it,
Okay.
you saw an angel, you felt an angel. I feel as though you've had an experience. And you've been
Yep.
almost like kind of keeping it hush hush. And now you're like, it's time to come out.
Whoa, time to come out. Yeah. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. They're not here to hurt you. Just cover yourself with light. Bring light around you, and yeah.
Take a class. Take a
Take a
class.
class. Yeah. May
Linda
you have a
Newbold.
card. And this is the birthday girl. Well, happy birthday. Glad you're
Hey,
here.
Linda.
What a cutie pie little girl.
What a beautiful last name, Newbold.
I know. It is.
These things are
Yeah.
not coincidence.
No, they aren't.
Linda, I feel as though you like to entertain. You like to have guests over. You like to have parties. You like to decorate. You like to enjoy the festivities, whatever it is. And, whatever it isn't, even if there isn't a festivity, you'll be like, it's 8th of June day, it's almost like you love to have parties, you love to have people celebrate and congregate around you, and you love to be in gatherings and offer this place where everybody can come. You have an opening, welcoming warmth to you, that even though your space may not be a large mansion to hold hundreds of people, the space that you do have is welcome for anybody who wants to come. You have a very unique knack of entertaining and welcoming, and it's such a joy for you that it really attracts people. And it's genuine, and it's for loved ones, friends and family, and even like neighbors, even like people you may not know. You're like, come on in, we're having a good time, just come on in and enjoy yourself.
Oh,
It's like apple cider kind of things. I just see a very warm sense about you.
oh, that's really nice. Yes, girlfriend, you are the princess. Look at this. But that's also to me a birthday card. It really is. It's like you run the roost, and not in a bad way. You're strong in your energy. And the most important thing is this is more material, right? This is more spiritual. You have shaman energy. You have shaman energy of the Native American kind. You may not be Native American this go around, but you might have been before. And the goddess of the sacred path is calling you. And it says, let go of logic and trust your intuition. In other words, sometimes we let our heads tell us everything we need to do, but it's really our hearts and guts we need to listen to. So I'm getting that they're there and they're available to you, and they're asking you to follow the sacred path. That's why the shaman came up. So maybe it is that you need to find a class, you need to find a shaman, or you need to find somebody that can point you in the right direction. But yeah, happy birthday, girl. It came
Wonderful.
up.
Happy birthday, Linda.
Yes, yes, very much. All right, last question for the day, and then I got to take a break before I go on the crone zone. Hypnicity, just anything from her guides. Okay.
Okay, ethnicity. They're telling me they're giving you messages and they want to know, are you writing this down? Are you recording this? Are you keeping record of the messages that we're sending to you? They want you to
Mhm.
do this even though you're not sure if it's from your guides, even if you think that you just are hearing something, you're not sure if it's from your guides. Whatever it is that you're thinking or hearing, write it down. It will make sense. Write it down. Even if you're playing with your cards, or if you're listening to me or listening to somebody and you get a hit, if you get a hit, write it down. They want you to write it down. I know that they're telling me you do. You get hits when you listen to other people. You're getting hits either when you're doing your own cards or when you're listening to other people do their readings. They say write it down. It'll be an exercise in developing that the relationship and the trust.
Uh-huh. Um, all right. Trust. Just the last word you said. You just need to trust that you are hearing what you're hearing for purpose that you need to know. Um, and it is fortunate, or you are a fortunate person that you have the gift. And use your intuition. There you go with the owls again. Look at that. The owls are coming up. Very good. Awesome.
Build the trust.
There
Very
you
good.
go. So, Karen, I'm sorry. Last week, Terry and I read for each other. She asked us to, Karen, and she's asking if we have time today to do it, but we're already almost 19 minutes in past where we are. So maybe next time, Jean, we'll do that. Thank you
Yeah, that
so,
sounds
so
fun.
much. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Keep those vibrations up, and I will try to get that violet flame meditation up for you, or that chanting, or whatever it is, affirmation. And have a great day. And thank you, Jean. Thank you for
Thank you,
everything.
Allie. Thank you,
All right.
everybody. Thanks for your questions. Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye bye, everybody. Thanks.